All right, welcome back for part two. So I've worked on my altar, and as you can see, I've got my top altar with the spiritual, and then I have my picture glued on. I've got some bread and some Dr. Pepper and some chocolate. Now for the bottom tier, if you watch the video, that's the part for the land of the dead. So they usually have candles, and they've got like the sugar skulls. And so I'm just going to show you how to draw a sugar skull a really simple way. So what we're going to do is it kind of starts with just a rainbow shape at the top. Okay? Pretty easy, but it kind of pinches in just a little bit there. And then we're going to do two little bumps for the cheekbones. Okay? And then we're going to go down with a nice good rectangle size right there. All right? So there's the outside shape of it. Then we're going to do two ovals for our eye holes. And the nose is like an upside down heart. And then the easy way I found to do the teeth is I just did a bunch of bumps like this. And then I went underneath like that. And then I just did a nice line through it. And there is my sugar skull. And then all you have to do is get your crayons or your markers and decorate it with all the pretty frosting, so to speak, because that's what they do. They make a mold of it and then they decorate it with frosting and then they put it on their altars. So we could do some cute swirlies all the way around. Maybe change the colors again. Do some dots by the teeth. And then I need to fill in these parts here, so let's see here. Do some orange kind of shape right there, and then a couple of lines here. All right, and then I like to just kind of lightly with a black, either grease pen or a crayon, kind of fill in the eyes and my nose right there. All right, so that looks good, and you could do another candle, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. What I am going to do, though, is I want to get my tablecloth filled in around my skull. And I'll probably go back in with like another piece of paper and do another candle and add to it. And so get my colors in. And hopefully you'll take a little bit more time. I'm doing it quick so you don't have to watch me color it in so much. But now I'm going to show you the marigolds. So what you're going to need is some different colors of tissue paper. I've got a fall package here, and it's just cut up squares of yellow, red, and orange. And some of you guys may have already done this. Get a piece of scrap paper with a dot of glue. And then in the middle of your square, you're going to put your pencil. You're going to close it around, and you're going to twist it and fold it over the top like that. Hold it, then dip it in the glue, and hold it onto the paper, and let go. And it leaves a little kind of poofed up. And then you're just going to layer, so get your square, put your pencil in the middle, wrap it around, kind of twist it. The nice thing about the eraser is that it helps it twist. Get a dab of glue and then stick it right next to the other one that you did. And you're just going to keep adding more colors to it, and it's going to create this marigold that comes up off of the paper. So it gives it a three-dimensional feel instead of just two-dimensional. So two-dimensional is the flat surface, and we add something that pops up off of the surface. It becomes three-dimensional. And it adds variety and interest and makes it just more fun to look at. And you can put these all over. And the last thing that I would do is I would color in the back right here. I wouldn't leave it white because white just looks unfinished. You just need to get it all covered up. You could put some of the beautiful paper banners back there, so those are really fun to do. You could just draw pictures, start out with sort of a rectangle, and then you could do like maybe a flower in it and make a beautiful paper banner that represents the wind. So the paper, it translates to perforated paper, which means cut paper. So you've got these papers that have these beautiful designs cut into them, and they blow with the wind. So you could do that across the back and then fill it in so you don't have that white and it's all colored. Add lots of different marigolds all over so it becomes really fun and interesting. And then the last thing that I want you to do is get a piece of lined paper and tell the story about your ancestor or your friend and why you want people to remember them. For mine, Deborah had the biggest heart, and I want her to be remembered as somebody that was always willing to help somebody else. All right, I can't wait to see your guys' altars on Padlet.